Hello guys, for you who have been following my channel, you saw this Cayenne featured in one of my previous videos, the one when we replaced the thermostat when I was fighting the overheating issue. And if you remember, it had the blue bumper and the blue fender installed. So from it passed quite a long time since that video, so I purchased another silver Cayenne which had a good left fender and a good door, actually, because this is the door originally from this car, and I replaced the door because it has kind of scratch here and crease right here, but the problem is this door, it's got different color interior panel, plus it's leather wrapped panel, and in the addition it has the I'm not sure how it calls it, like keyless go key this car has, and this did not have. So it has this button where what you can press so the car would close. All other handles doesn't have this buttons. Actually, this one didn't, and this one didn't have too, because the door is right on the other car. So what I need to do is to remove this handle, remove this key lock, because it's matching the key, from that car, and transfer those two things to the other car. In the addition, the wiring in the doors is different. So this door has, I guess, 3 or 4 more wires, and I'm thinking they are going to this handle, comparing to the doors that I installed into this car. So what I'm going to be doing is I will remove this panel. I would like to do it carefully, and I will remove the wiring from the door. I will remove the door handle, and I'm probably gonna remove this window because it's tinted, and this car did not have the front tinted windows. So I'm not sure what to do with the little one, with the little guy. I know it's removable somehow, but I think it's kind of pain to get it out. So I think I will just stick with this glass replacement, despite it's got like this little imperfection right there. I'm not sure, to be honest, because in my state the tinted windows are illegal. Maybe it's worse for me to replace the other front window to non-tinted window, to have non-tinted window in the other car. I don't know. Please comment, guys, on that. So let's start pulling this door apart, and I'll show you how it's been done. Okay, let's begin with this little plastic cover removal. It could be removed with your hands. There is a little hook on this side, so you need to kind of guide this black cover to the back first, kind of to release the hook. Is not always very easy to do, but it's manageable. Sometimes it helps to kind of close the lid, and there we go. So this is like very little hook in the end that goes into this hole, so you need to kind of slide it slightly to the back before it can be released. Next, let's go to this cover. You can carefully pop it up with your hands, but be careful. There is like upside down bolt that you need to guide to the appropriate hole, so you need to slide this cover towards the back. So this is the bolt, this is the hole. So originally the bolt sits here, so you need to slide it towards the left side if we're talking about the driver's door, and it's now released. Now we can use either hands or simply the trim removal tool. Carefully carefully. And there is one more. Got the metal clip from maybe from here. I think so. Let's continue. This one we remove from the side closer to the front of the car. Sometimes I can do it simply with the bare hands. Sometimes it's slightly I know why. There is a little bit of soda in here. That's why it's not again another spring or something, but again this one goes first and then this side goes first because of those hooks, and then you clip this clip on the side towards the front of the car. And we need to remove this trim. Let's see if we can do it with the hands. No, we cannot. Let's try carefully. Try it with a screwdriver, I think. The leather wrapped door is slightly tighter because I guess leather is wrapped on the top of the normal panel, so it's all the tolerances are slightly more smaller, I guess. And once we're gonna pop all the clips, we need to slide this thing towards the back of the car. And now we exposed quite a few screws. Most of the screws are the same size except the one right here in the bottom by the light. Can you see anything? I guess this one is like a T20. Let's confirm. Yes, it's T20 screw right here, and the other screws, I guess they are T30. If I'm not mistaken, let's install T30 bit, and let's start with this one inside the handle. Then goes right here. This one wasn't tight at all. Come on. I'm gonna get you. Failure. All right. The next one is right here. Failure again. All right. One more inside the handle. And one more inside the handle. And if I'm not mistaken, we are all done with the screws. And, cheeks in the bottom. And right now I don't recall if I can unplug this light when the panel is out or I need to do it now. Let me risk it and do not unplug it now, and I will pull the panel starting from the bottom side, and we'll work all the way up to the top. There's gonna be the cable that goes from the handle to this lever, and I'm gonna need to remove the connector that goes to this handle. You won't be able to see it, but it's fairly easy to do. It's just not easy to put a hand in. The connector is easy. Okay, let me check if I can do it with the bare hands first. Usually those panels are fairly tight, I would say. Maybe not with the bare hands though. But again, I hate to pry anything because of the leather wrap. Okay, I got my fingers behind. Ugh. Oh my god. It's tight and it doesn't let go. Wow, I didn't expect it's gonna be that tight. Ooh. Okay. Okay, do I have all of them? Now I need to gently raise this panel to clear the, you know, kind of gutter thingy, whatever it's been called. All right, and now I'll try to release this connector that goes to the handle. It's kind of not very convenient to do, but I got it done. Then goes this cable, then there goes this cable, then I need to undo the blue connector that goes to the door control module, and that's it. I thought there's gonna be another kind of wire that goes to the lights, but I guess it's probably goes from, you know, somewhere here. Talking about this cable, when I remove this kind of connector piece, I need to spread those tabs away from each other, and then I slide this connector out from the kind of handle connector part. So I need to pry them open and then slide out, and then remove this kind of connection piece. We are halfway there. What I'm gonna do next is I will disconnect the motor for the window, and I will remove the window motor, and I will be able to manually lower the glass. One connector, I depress the button, I depress the button. I'm done. Okay, we can do it other way. We can first of all remove those bolts. 3 bolts holding the motor in place. Now I can remove the motor from here. There is the tab. Okay, now it's undone. Now I can actually, now I can use my hands and actually lower and raise the window if I need to. And I need to lower the window because I will open this plug, and there is one more kind of rubber grommet, I would say, or plug in here, and it's gonna expose and it's gonna expose the screws when the window is lowered to the certain position. One screw is here, the second screw is here, and those screws are, if I'm not mistaken, it's E6. Let me check. Yes, and those actually are reversed, so in order to release it, you righty loosey, yeah, I guess that's how it calls, righty loosey, righty loosey. And what I did now is released the clamp. There's like a clamp that holds the window connected to the window regulator, so when those bolts are tight, this clamp is squeezed and it's kind of holding the window. Right now the clamp is undone, but there is the kind of rubber insert, and if this window was never removed before, it may be a bear to get it removed. So I will install the motor back so it will hold the the system, so I could kind of pretty much yank the window up to release it from this window regulator situation. Let me try first without the securing. Oh, looks like it was very easy. Maybe it was removed at one point. Let's continue with the disassembling. There are a few stickers right here on the door, and the ones that we are mostly interested in are those two, this one and that one. When we undo those stickers, they are pretty much reusable. You can use like some hot air gun actually to soften the glue if you would like, but behind those stickers there are T30 bolts, and those bolts are holding the rails for the the window is riding back and forth on. So I'm gonna try carefully undo those two screws without dropping the screw into the unknown of the door. Okay, first screw, second screw, and I forgot about one tiny screw, which is again T20. It's let me check. What do you see, guys? It should be somewhere. Where is it? Is it behind? I think no, it's right here. So this is the sneaky one. You do not expect it. Going back to T30, I'm gonna undo all those screws around the regulator. There are a bunch of those actually. Alright, did I miss any of those? No, not yet. I will disconnect this connector. It goes to the mirror. If I'm not mistaken, it's particularly goes to the blind spot indicator on the mirror, and this second wiring goes to the the mirror assembly. Red tabs you pop up carefully. Okay, press the button, remove, press the button, remove. Pretty much I'm going to be removing all the connectors in the entire door, because I'm going to be replacing this wiring harness in another vehicle another car. All right, what else? This goes to the lock, and I guess we are pretty much prepared. To remove the okay, we have a loose wiring now. Actually pull this wiring situation right in there inside. I think now I'll try to detach this panel from the door. There is one guys, do you see everything what I did here? There is one connector that goes to the lock or latch, whatever you want to call it, and this goes to the mirror on the door. Okay. Unfortunately, you cannot see, but it's the connector in the latch, and I'm gonna use like a little pick to help me to press the release button. Okay, I took a pick and I'll try to gently press on the release button. No success yet. Okay, this one is undone, and since this door is equipped with this smart handle, I would say there is extra wiring in here. This connector, and there is one more connector right here. There are much more wires are going inside than I was expecting initially, so I think I will be removing the whole kind of latch assembly and the handle itself, because I think the wiring is some kind of snapped in or connected to those kind of plastic brackets or whatever. So I will try to remove the whole thing out from the door, and hopefully it's gonna shed some light. So meanwhile, let me bring some AAA socket, and we're gonna remove this one. Guess it's gonna be T20 bolt. Come on, come on. Oh, all right, looks like it's T20 screws right here. So let's start with the handle first. Again, this is the driver's door handle, T20 screwdriver. I will remove this black screw completely. Put it aside, and there is one more kind of shiny screw right in there. Maybe you can see it. You undo it all the way until it stops. It won't undo like completely. So once it's stopped, there is a trick. Once it's stopped, you kind of press on it with a screwdriver. You just see like it's moved in around, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or maybe slightly less. Now we can go ahead and remove that thing. I'll need it for that car, so I'll take it to this car right now. Now we can carefully slide the handle out. Hopefully there are... I disconnected the connector which was on the inside on this part of the handle. Hopefully this is everything that needs to be disconnected in terms of the wiring. Come on. You can see the wires are coming inside handle because there is the sensor which kind of senses when you intend to grab the handle. Slowly, carefully. Alright, so this is the connector. This is the connector I previously disconnected. So be careful, guys, when you yank the handle out. It's quite a long piece. Now I will undo this T20 Torx. It should theoretically release the inside portion of the handle bracket. So from that point, I think the inside part of the handle is released. And okay, this is the thing that stopped me. I didn't know where it was going, but based on the wiring I see, looks like I'm gonna need to replace this part as well. So why don't we remove the whole lock assembly, because so I don't need to remove the cable. Okay, I'm simply gonna undo two, I guess it's those are just two bolts holding the latch, and now this whole thing is removed finally. And now I can remove the wiring out from this panel. Just forgot about there are two little clips. I can barely see myself on this side. Or actually, hold on, why don't we make it slightly easier? I'm not sure if you can see because of the sun glare. So there is the connector that goes from the door into the car. I just disconnected it, and I'll try to route it right here. That's it. And now it's gonna be much easier to handle this matter with those two clips. Pry tool. Should be careful to avoid the damage to the speaker. It's quite expensive one. Alright, let me check if I can squeeze this connector from here. Can I? Alright. Oh, I totally forgot. There is one more piece in the back of this whole panel. This is the crash sensor for the airbag system. That's it. Wiring removed. Now I just need to repeat the whole this procedure in the opposite order or direction for my other car, but for the purpose of our video we pretty much stripped the whole door, no handle left, no parts inside left except the mirror. And if you need to remove the mirror, you remove this and this sticker, those three stickers, and you'll find another T30 Torx bolts, 3 of them, holding the mirror in place. And you'll undo them and you'll try to feed this wiring towards this, channel. It will go along with the mirror, and that's gonna conclude the assembling of driver door panel. Once again, this is 2011 Porsche Cayenne. I think the same procedure will apply to 11 up to 18 model years of those Cayennes. Maybe even most of the procedure will apply to Touareg or Audi Q7. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it's gonna be helpful to some of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.